This has only been put up yesterday. This is a fresh one. One of these sticky fly traps that I keep getting stuck on. If you remember, guys, on one of my last videos, this is my potatoes, the Claribo that has been sown by the true potato seeds. And if you remember right, I had 5 tubs, 3 of the Claribo, should have been 4 of the Claribo, and 1 of a Sarpamira. Well, lo and behold, I did find the 5th pot that I thought I'd lost. A wee bit slower than the rest of them coming up, but it has popped its little head. There we go, these have popped up yesterday. And one has popped his wee head up today, and this is a Virginia, this is a Virginia courgette. And I'm using all these little plastic clothes pegs that tend to snap and break off and fall all over the grass. What we got over here? What we got in here? Oh, I can't even see that. Orange. On the name of the wee man, I'll need to come back to that one. That is some spring onions. And here, I'm sure it's celeriac. There we go. We got up the back. That is a melon. Cantaloupe melon, and no sign as yet. That is red onions, and that is more red onions. What we got here, this is a big warty pumpkin. But I'll have a wee peek underneath the soil shortly with that one. Butternut squash, and what we got in here. Oh, I was just going to redo some basil today, but there we go, we have basil. And guys, I should have resown some more, but I think I'll do it in another video, because that, in fact, is a round circular seed tape that's in there, so they've come on great. That's the tray that I've just sewn on the last video. Come up to the top shelf, and we have some, oh, let me see, that is a full tray of potted on lettuce, and there's a tray here of rustic lettuce. Open that. And over here in this tray, this is lettuce that has been potted on, and if you can see down here, that is some wild rocket, which I think I'll pot them on into different wee tubs a day, because they're kind of hanging out. And I think that label here, this label here, guys, has the names come off it. Let me see. 3 tubs of curly lettuce, it says, just called curly lettuce, and I've just dropped it. So this tray here, guys, will most definitely all be getting potted on today, because I have just blinking dropped the full tub. Roots are coming out the bottom anyway, so that's fine. Right, over here, and this other tray is a mixture of beetroot, the 11th of the 3rd, so we have got red beetroot Deltroit 2, beetroot yellow golden eye, which is a very sweet variety apparently, and beetroot cylindra, which is the long carrot-like ones. Some of them doing okay, some of them are a wee bit sparse. Let me see on here, a couple kind of dampening off, but as you can see, it's not very wet at all in there. What we've got over here is the last, as I said in a couple of videos back, the last of purple sprouting broccoli that I had. That's the last that I've got. Nothing in these at all, apart from the odd wee lettuce that has just been left in there. I didn't even notice what's there. So I can use these 3, 1, 2, 3, yep, I can use these 3 rows for sowing something else, which is great, needing the compost. Over here, which came from Daniel's house, or from Daniel's garden, it's now needing a right good water, is in fact, guys, a beautiful peach tree, and I brought up 2 of them. The old man that was in the garden had tons and tons of the nuts, the beech nuts, lying in his garden. Daniel has got an absolutely beautiful tree down there that's all had the lovely pink blossom on. What we got in here, I think that over the back is all year round cauliflower, the peas that you've seen not that long ago, and I popped in some French beans, and they're starting to pop up. And in here we have our parsnips. We have parsnips outside, very sporadic and growing. That is not Marmont tomatoes, that is most definitely, as you can see here, let me see guys, if I just take that off, is indeed parsnips. So we're going to have plenty of parsnips. In here at last is the sweet corn starting to pop their heads up. Absolutely terrible last year. Ended up with next to nothing. Along here is another tray of lettuce. That is not a jack of all trades. That was just used to make a wee hole. Down here we have another tray of lettuce, which is the ones that are in this tray here and the one behind me, and the ones are called Pom. Pom, small, tight-headed lettuce, and I broadcast these seeds. As you can see, there is loads. I've planted some into a tub. I've got a tray there. Got a tray behind me, as you have seen here. 3 jalapeno peppers, and that is the rest of the plum tomato seedlings. I have potted some up, but there's still loads and loads and loads of them. Right, let's see if I can get out here. What we got around here, guys, we do have some French beans. 13th of March they were put in. They have been chopped a bit. Look, chopped to pieces, some of them. And we have some of Steve's Berlotti. Again, we do have some French green beans that we sown a little bit later. So there we go, guys, that's the wee look inside the greenhouse. That's what they are. It came to my head now. That's what they are. It's white and red kohlrabi. I knew I would get there at some point, you know what I mean? But, as you can see, they have to get potted on. Au revoir to the pips. And byes again. Bye-byes.